Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hardcore 1.20 Let's Play. Last episode we built this enchanting tower and set up the enchanting table upstairs. There is one thing I forgot to do though, and that's taking our enchanted books out of the starter house and putting them on the shelves down here with the anvil. I also moved our fishing loot into a barrel here because I'll be doing the fishing from the dock out there. Speaking of fishing, let's do some of that real quick. I didn't get a mending book, but that's okay. I mean, it's been a while of fishing for one, but still. Today, I want to finally set up a mending villager. I don't want to use a lot of villagers in this world right now, because I want to stay in the early game for a little while. However, our tools and soon our armor will need mending, so at least one villager I think is necessary. To get a librarian, I'll need a lectern, and to make a lectern I'll need a bookshelf, which I don't have. So I'll head back to the tower, and steal one off the shelf in here. There we go. I also have a stack of salmon on me, because I think it's time that we get another cat. It's been very lonely since Charles died. I know that there's a village a little ways over past the hill here. I don't know how many villagers are left in it though. Here we are, we've made it. I'm only taking one villager, so I'll trap a few in their houses to ensure their safety until I need them later. If I can find any more, that is. Oh hello sir, out for a walk are you? Get in the boat. Hey, they have a brewing stand. And this chest has maps in it. That's very helpful. Maybe we can make an updated map today. This village is on some dangerous terrain. That could be why there are so few villagers. But they do have a library, which means I didn't need to bring my own lectern. It's fine. I'll steal their bookshelves to make up for it. Oh, everyone's hanging out by the well. Whoa, wait. Oh my god. Why, villagers, have you decided to stay in the part of your village with a mob spawner? What even is it? Skeletons? My dude, I am surprised this golem is still alive. He must have been very efficient at killing them to keep these two villagers. Oh, there is a cat in the village. I was starting to worry. Hello, small one. Yay, okay. I think I'll call you Daisy, because you're white and one eye is yellow. As for the villagers, here's the thing. I want you guys to live, and for now that means keeping you in a hole in the ground. I'll come back for you. Probably. Okay, let's go back to that villager that I put in a boat. Hey, there's two in here now. Actually, let's trap you two in a hole. And go back for the other one. Hello again. I hope that you're not mad about before, with the whole leaving you buried underneath the ground thing. Would you like to come and be a librarian? Excellent. Oh no, I hit him by accident. Crap, crap, crap. Maybe the golem didn't notice. Let's just get the librarian out of the vicinity. No, don't run back to the village. Why? Don't do it. That's where the iron golem is. What the heck? Now he wants to run all the way back to that lectern where we made it to. I hate villagers. Now it's night and he's going back again. Seriously, sir. It might be the bell. I wonder if I can sneak down and quickly grab it. Yes, we can. We're good. Finally, I can see home. Uh-oh. He's connected to the barrel in here. No, do not get in with the sheep. Oh god, it is not going to be easy to get him out of there. Go, go, go. Yes. Did he get in with the sheep again? Nope, he's gotten into the cow pen. I forgot how much baby proofing you have to do for villagers. Holy cow. Okay, I've gotten the librarian in the enchanting tower. Now you just need to stay in this room, because now we are going to refresh your trades until we get mending. Oh, we got it! Yes, okay. But the other trade is to buy bookshelves. That was the worst case because I don't have any emeralds to buy anything to lock it in. I was hoping to use paper, but we don't have that trade. I've got a plan though, I swear. We're going to grab all of our potatoes and ride as fast as we can back to the village, where we can unearth this guy, and hopefully we can trade for enough emeralds to either buy the mending book or a bookshelf. Hope it is turning night. Run, fast. Okay, it's still here, but we need a book. Hold on 1 second. Yes, we got it. Wonderful, okay. I don't know what to put it on first. I suppose the Fortune 3 pick, as it's the closest to breaking. Now we've got a mending pickaxe, but let's grab a name tag, as we need to name Daisy. Although, where did she go? She's not in the house. I can't take this again, Minecraft, I swear. She might have gotten stuck on a bed in the village. Let's walk back there and see if we can find her. There you are, lovely. Here you go. Let's also dye your collar while we're at it. I know I'm using a dandelion and not a daisy, but don't worry about it. And while we're here, we might as well get a few more emeralds to take back with us. All that trading did get us lots of emeralds, however it really depleted our crop reserves, so let's harvest the fields. We've restocked all our crops for a while, but we do have a slight problem with excess seeds. So we can make a much needed contraption now that we have a good iron supply, using some hoppers and chests. There, that will automatically turn all of our seeds into bone meal from now on. But back to the mending villager. We've got the emeralds to actually buy a couple more books. Our villager is working out very well for us so far, and we can't leave him in here forever. I want to build a nice house up here on this little flat ledge, so we need materials. We haven't done a lot with moss, but I do want to use quite a bit in this build. Luckily, we can get bone meal automatically now, so we can farm loads of moss. Well, we've created a giant death trap of a hole in the ground, but I'm sure it's fine to leave for now. Next, we need about a stack of jungle planks, and I'm going to use a bunch of dark oak, of which we have none. That's better. We can make some slabs, some stairs, and fences. Another thing I'll use lots of is deep slate, including some cobbled walls, polished blocks, and some tiles, both stairs and slabs. Let's also make some different types of stone brick blocks. Now, I need some greenish stairs to go with the moss, and the closest thing we're going to get, I think, is mossy cobblestone. So instead of bone mealing more moss, let's grow a jungle tree to harvest vines instead. I need a few miscellaneous stones, as well as some tuff down in the mines. We can use the basement to make some mud, and we'll turn this into packed mud. We need the usual assortment of spruce items. Finally, let's grab some white wool, and we can start building the librarian's house. I don't want this to be a particularly better house than mine, so the main part can just be an 11 by 13 rectangle using deep slate. Even though it's small, we still need to carve out some land for it to fit up here. I've built an archway that the door will be under, and for easier access I'll use the deep slate tiles to make a nice staircase going down. Instead of having a big stone base, this will just be one block tall. The rest of the walls will begin with granite for a couple layers, then some packed mud to transition to a more brown color. Now let's add in some windows using mud walls for the sides and glass panes. On top of that, to finish the wall we'll use jungle planks. I've left this corner unfinished because I want to put a fireplace and a chimney in here. To do that, I'll use stone bricks since the regular bricks would blend too much with the granite in the wall. Another hole you may have noticed in this structure so far is on this wall. This is because I want to have a tower on the side to give some extra height to the build. I'm using the same stone gradient we've used before, starting with a deep slate, moving to some tuff, then stone and andesite. Now before we finish the top of the tower, let's do some dark oak trim on the walls, and work on the main roof. I'm using the fences to frame in the windows, similar to how we did it on the starter house. And we can have some slabs to outline where the roof will be. There, with that you can see where we need to fill in, and I'm filling it in with these stacks of moss that we collected. Okay, that is a lot of moss. Next, let's finish the top of the tower with some dorite and mossy cobble. Alright, I've added a window in the middle of the roof, and finished the sides with dorite and another window. And I think this is a house fit for our mending villager. But let's take a break from all the villager business, and make use of the maps that we found. Our updated maps, I'm thinking we go under the original ones. This first map I don't really think has much on it, just my starter house, and a lot of the hill behind it. The second map has lots on it though, the enchanting tower and the house we built today. It also has the barn, but it cuts off just before our beautiful fields. The enchanting tower roof looks really cool on the map with the purple and the birch. I do need to lock them in though, with some glass panes. Maybe we can expand the map section to actually cover this whole wall. Now we can map out the farm area, and it gets the cherry grove on it. It's very vibrantly pink. Let's lock these in as well. And that's better. It covers our entire settlement now, and it looks great. This is a very cramped wall to view the maps on. I'll definitely have to set up a better area in the future. But back to the villager house. We need to make it a safe place for the librarian to live. I mean, if he dies somehow, it would be tragic. Mostly because it would be a real pain to get another one. I've collected materials to start working in here, starting by filling the gaps by the floor with chiseled bookshelves. If you thought the enchanting tower had a lot of books, well, it might actually end up being pretty equal actually, but anyway, I'm going to demolish some of the wall to replace it with stripped oak pillars. Over by the window, I've left this space to make a bed for the librarian, disguised as a sort of couch. I'm not doing 2 floors in here because villagers generally can't handle stairs or ladders, so in between the walls and the beginning of the roof, I'll have more bookshelves. That seems to be a good border up there. Next, let's figure out a villager-proof fireplace. The floor around it I'll have be a square of bricks. We can fill in the actual campfires, and so it's safer, I'll extinguish the front one. The open space by the fire won't actually be that open. I'm using walls on a diagonal, topped with stairs. We can make it feel a bit more open, without the actual danger, by replacing the sides of the granite wall with stairs so that more of the stone brick is visible. We'll also have a little overhang on top, and that's a good fireplace to be in a villager's home, nice and safe. I want to use more of the granite stairs above the bookshelves, so that it looks like there's a little counter space instead of everything just being flush and flat. Instead of stairs on this wall, I'll use oak trapdoors to open it up. Except for that there's a mountain here. That won't stop us. I'm pretty sure I can clear it out so that there's at least a view of a little daylight. Now let's do the floor. I've spent a fair amount of redstone supply on a bunch of note blocks. I'll use those checkered with jungle logs to go with the color scheme. That part of the floor is good. For the rest of it, it'll be mangrove logs, but just the bark part. The spaces left are what I'm going to fill with bookshelves. Well, as much as I can right now until I get more. To separate this section from the main room, I'll extend shelves between the oak pillars. The next thing this room needs is better lighting, so we can add in a couple mangrove chandeliers. That makes everything feel much more complete. However, the walls are still looking bare. Luckily, I know what will fix that. More chiseled bookshelves. I will also add a hanging plant here, so it's not just bookshelves. We can also hang a bunch of azalea in the windows, off of some fences. I would have liked to use chains instead, but I can't afford that. I stole this bell from the village, and I'll hang it on the wall for the librarian to be reminded of his home. That I took him from, but it's fine. Another thing we can do is make a few paintings. These will help fill in the remaining blank spaces. This corner still needs more light, so I've got 2 lightning rods that make a little torch stand. This house is almost ready for a villager. I just need to make sure he can never leave. Now we can go get him. Hello, sir. I know that you've been locked in this room for a while, but I've got a surprise for you if you just follow me. Perfect. Come right in. You can even have another lectern. Do you like it? It's all for you. I know you can't really show gratitude, but I'm sure you appreciate it. There's not a lot of books at the moment. I'll work on it though, I promise. Other than that, it's great, at least in my opinion. The cat doesn't come with the house though. She stays with me. He seems to be all set in there. The last thing that would make this area better is some greenery outside. We can bowmeal an azalea bush to gather some pretty leaves. And we've got our first root of dirt from that, which means we can grow hanging roots now. I don't have a use for them, but maybe we'll decorate Stan's pen a bit. The deep slate on the sides of the stairs is kind of too much, so I'll tear it down, and replace it with some small azalea trees. Or bushes, I guess. There, that turned the stairway into a much fancier entrance. Fit for the house, and this guy. But with that, I'd say we've created an excellent place for the mending librarian. We've saved our tools and armor from breaking by bringing this guy home with us. But that's all of the time that I've got for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.